morning. Another beautiful day in Ireland. Week 12 of the lockdown. And the world is still ticking over and nature is still as beautiful as ever. What a gift it is to have this. Have a quick look. What a gift it is to have this right beside my home, that I can just come and be and rest and meditate and all those beautiful things. So today I'd like to talk about something that's quite important. The topic is how to become your own best friend. Yeah, your own best friend. It's about getting to that stage of, some people call it enlightenment, other people call it self-realization. Call it what you will. It's getting to that point in your life where you have nothing to give and you don't want anything. Yeah, that's what self-realization actually is. It's getting to that balanced state where you just allow everything to come to you. You don't try to stop anything coming. You don't try to pull something towards you. You don't try to push it away. And this is what we call becoming your own best friend. When you begin to live like that, what happens is this whole new way of living begins to develop around you. And it's all really based on, you know, that understanding that who you are is far more important than who you think you are. Because who you are is always there, has been there from the moment you took birth, watching every move, developing every strategic plan to get you to where you are now. And where you are now is based on your own samsaras, your own karmas, all of this. And it's time you just understood that, and just by understanding it, you go into this place of peace, you know, where you actually come to a realization that life is genuinely short in this one single body that you're in right now. And time wasted is life wasted. So it's really about you getting to this point now where, by befriending yourself, it means that, you know, when that voice in your head is critical, that you just sort of find a discipline that allows you to just tune it out. Whether that discipline is a prayer, whether it's a mantra, whatever it is. Like, you know, you can take the mantra Om, and it'll quieten down your mind if you repeat it enough times. Or in English, like mantra, every day in every single way, I am becoming more happy with who I am. Every day in every single way, I am becoming happier in who I am. It can be a traditional prayer, like, Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. You know, Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee, and me. It's not important. What is important is that you're disciplined enough to turn that critical voice not into you're not there to kill it. You're actually there to integrate it, because that critical voice is also trying to bring you to a place of understanding where you have to face something. And that's what's great about the universe. It'll bring all the challenges, it'll bring all the situations, good, bad, and not so good, not to hurt you, not to harm you, but to help you come to the realization of who you really are. And so, you know, you have to find a way of, you know, getting out of the rat race, if you like. And I don't mean, you know, giving up your job and running to the forest. No, because, you know, service can be a prayer. service can be one of the top ways of finding realization. When you're truly doing a service, not looking for the reward, because as I said earlier, it's about having nothing to give. You know, like people might say, oh, well, why are you making this video, Derek, if you're saying you have nothing to give? Well, the truth is I'm making this video because, you know, somebody might utilize it at some way or some stage. But that's it. Like, whether it gets 1 view, no views, or millions of views is like irrelevant. My service is to take these teachings that I have acquired by traveling this globe, sitting with the yogis, with the rishis, with the priests, with the sinners and the saints, and just finding teachings that were just so incredible. So to become your best friend, as I say, is to get to this point where you're not dependent on people anymore. It doesn't mean that people aren't going to come into your life, because they are. It just means that you're not dependent on them. If they show up, they're showing up because Source, Universe, God has sent them. Sent them to help you to understand something. And so, again, you're not reaching for these friends, you're not pushing them away, you're not pulling them towards you. You're not expending loads of energy trying to get people to love you, or like you even. Because you're going to love and like yourself exactly as you are today. Take a moment just now to just look at yourself. Okay. So, like, what voice did you hear? Did you hear the, I'm happy, I'm peaceful, I'm completely connected to Source? Or did you hear, oh, well, I could do with a bit more sleep, I could do with losing weight, I need a cup of tea? You know, where is the consciousness traveling? Because to be your best friend, you have to understand consciousness. And this is what I mean by consciousness. Consciousness is the ability to be able to keep your focus on something, okay? Like right now, I'm keeping my focus on looking into the camera, okay? And then I hear a bird and my consciousness travels. And you see, the bird has my full attention. And it's up to me to bring my attention back, or my consciousness back, to where I want it to be. And that is the secret of becoming your own best friend. It's you bringing your consciousness, your awareness, your life to where you want it to be. And then allowing the universe to take it out of where you want it to be and let the universe put it where it should be. There's the slip. It's not where you want it to be, because we are wired not to want hurt, not to want pain, not to want difficulties. And yet, without them, we cannot become realized. So what happens is, you know, we are forever trying to change our circumstances in order to be what? To be happier. Because we're always chasing this happiness instead of just allowing it to be. Yeah, because it's having the ability in a moment to go, you know, my consciousness is drifting towards something I don't want it to be. And I don't want it to be there. So my discipline is now helping me to bring my consciousness back to here and now. And yes, it's a warm, beautiful, summer, sunny afternoon. But I would just as well stand here, and as you know by some of my videos I have, in the rain. And loving it as much as this. Because it too was part of us coming to the realization of who we really and truly are. So it takes a little bit of discipline. You know, the teaching can be something similar to, you know, God says, you take one step towards me and I will take 99 towards you. and your journey will be complete. And that's it, you know, that one piece of movement, that one disciplined contribution from you, and then the ability to let it go. Just let it go, you know, and believe that source, universe, God, whatever you want to call it, is actually going to bring you now exactly what you need. Could you imagine? Just take a moment now. Can you imagine what life would be like for you right now if you were in this state of grace? This full, complete understanding that everything that you need is coming towards you. Isn't that incredible? Everything you need is coming towards you. You're just in a state of grace. You're just waiting. You're enjoying every experience. You catch yourself putting tags on those experiences: good, bad, ugly, harmful, hurtful, because they're just imaginary tags. The teachings that I believe in is everything happens for a reason. Our task is to sit with that reason and to allow it to show us the parts of ourselves. Jung called it the shadow side. The parts of ourselves that just don't want to be seen. Terrified to communicate. You know, you see somebody, you have feelings towards them, and you're terrified to say, you know something, I've been across the room looking at you and you are just beautiful. But you're not going to say that unless actually you believe you're beautiful too. And again, you're not going over to, you know, start a relationship. You're just being in grace. You're just being in the now. And if that person reacts in a positive, that's wonderful. And if they react in a negative, that's wonderful. Because how can anybody genuinely act in a negative way if you tell them you're beautiful? Unless you've just shown them that they don't believe that. And that can be service. Think about it. The simplicity of it. Yes. It's when you have got to this state of grace, this wonderment of understanding. Hello. Look at that beautiful seagull. Saying hi. Look. Wow. See? Focused concentration. What is this seagull? Watch, look, it's just above me, look. Look. What's its message for me? Look, there's a crow joining it, look. 2 black, 3 black versus 1 white. Watch, look what's happening. Look what's developing. What's the message? What's the message? Could the message be that there is a lot of negative energy out there? But as long as I cry for help like the seagull, and I receive the help from the universe, that all balances out and all becomes well again? Yes, I think that's the secret of becoming your own best friend. Asking for help from yourself first, from the universe second, and then realizing that there was no separation between you and the universe. Yes. So, my message for today that I've received from the universe is, Derek, keep doing your work, even though people might have bad things to say about you, and they do sometimes. Know from your heart of heart, as I do, that I have never ever set out to harm anybody. Not intentionally. I'm not saying I haven't harmed people unconsciously, because that's the journey of life. But consciously I never did. And because of that, I can truly understand why I love myself as much as I do and as much as I can. And I allow the grace of the universe to guide me and give me these messages. So I'm happy with that message today. I'm happy to know that the universe has me covered, has me protected. I'm happy to know that the masters, from Jesus to Buddha to Krishna to whoever, are all present in my life. So thank you for joining me today. Have a great day. God bless. Bye bye. Good morning. Look what I have. Yep, the seeds of life. The golden ratio. And I'd like to send you all a blessing now from my beautiful little meadow that I'm in. May you all receive that blessing of love and light and happiness.